Hey everyone, today I'm talking about the frustration of trying to keep up with modern games on a budget PC that keeps stuttering and overheating. If you've ever had to lower settings just to hit 60 FPS or sit through long load times, you know how annoying it can be. The good news is there's a desktop that actually handles today's titles without breaking the bank. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I picked up the STORMCRAFT Sirius Gaming Desktop with an Intel i5 14400F and RTX 5060T to see if it could run games like Cyberpunk 2077 and Starfield smoothly at 1440p. On the highest settings, Cyberpunk averaged around 85 FPS with ray tracing enabled, and Starfield hit about 110 FPS. Even with mods and shaders, the 16GB of DDR5 memory and 1TB NVMe SSD kept load times under 10 seconds. I was honestly surprised how well it handled those demanding titles without needing to tweak anything. The 32GB of DDR5 RAM running at 6000 MHz makes a real difference when streaming or running multiple apps in the background. I usually have Discord, Chrome with 20 tabs, and OBS open while gaming, and the system never stuttered. The 1TB SSD is fast enough that I can jump between games without waiting forever, and it still has room for a few more big titles. What really stood out to me was the build quality. The tempered glass side panel shows off the RGB lighting on the RAM and fans, giving it a premium look that doesn't scream cheap pre-built. The case also has great airflow, so even after hours of gaming the CPU and GPU temps stayed under 75 degrees Celsius. That's impressive for a system that's supposed to be budget-friendly. Connectivity is another area where this PC shines. It's got USB Type-C on the front, Wi-Fi 6E for low-latency online play, and Bluetooth for wireless headsets or controllers. I plugged in my headset and controller without any issues, and the Wi-Fi kept my ping stable even during peak hours. If you're tired of dealing with lag spikes or dongles, this setup just works out of the box. VR gamers will appreciate that it's VR ready, so you can jump into a headset without worrying about compatibility. I tested it with my Meta Quest 3 and the performance was smooth, with no noticeable stuttering or frame drops. That's a big deal if you're into VR but don't want to spend thousands on a high-end rig. Now, it's not perfect. The included Windows 11 Home license means you'll have to go through setup yourself, which might be a hassle if you're not tech-savvy. Also, the case fans are a bit loud under heavy load, so if you're sensitive to noise, you might want to swap them out for quieter ones. But honestly, those are minor issues compared to the overall performance. Overall, the STORMCRAFT Sirius Gaming Desktop delivers where it matters most: smooth gameplay, fast load times, and reliable performance without breaking the bank. If you're looking for a PC that can handle modern games without forcing you to compromise on settings, this one's worth a look. Check the link below if you want to see the current price and specs. For most buyers, the real question is not whether STORMCRAFT Sirius Gaming Desktop Intel i5 14400F RTX 5060T 16GB, 32GB DDR5 6000 MHz, 1TB NVMe SSD, B760 chipset, USB Type-C, VR-ready, Wi-Fi 6E, Bluetooth, Win 11 Home, AI gaming PC tower computers sounds impressive on paper, but whether strengths like powerful gaming performance and high-speed DDR5 RGB memory and 1TB SSD actually make daily use feel easier, more dependable, and more worthwhile after the first few days of excitement were off. It is also smart to think about long-term satisfaction. A product like STORMCRAFT Sirius Gaming Desktop Intel i5 14400F RTX 5060T 16GB, 32GB DDR5 6000 MHz, 1TB NVMe SSD, B760 chipset, USB Type-C, VR-ready, Wi-Fi 6E, Bluetooth, Win 11 Home, AI gaming PC tower computers usually feels like the better buy when it stays convenient, comfortable, and reliable in normal everyday use instead of only looking good in the listing.